Okay, I think I got everything ready. So while people are logging on, we still have some people joining us, so we'll get started in a few minutes. For those who are on, welcome. Just getting my cards ready. Looks like everyone else is ready. Perfect. The chat is on. We just have a couple more people trying to log in. Welcome. Okay. Oh. It's such a beautiful night for some messages. So as people are logging in, we can get started. And what we're going to do is introduce ourselves and let you know how this works tonight. So first, I'm East Coast Mystic, and I have my Facebook page, East Coast Mystic, as well as my website, eastcoastmystic.com. I'm excited to do readings tonight. How this is going to work is each psychic is going to give you a message, and when it is your turn, you'll have the opportunity to turn on your screen and unmute yourself and ask either three things: a message from a loved one that's on the other side, a general reading from each of us and what we have to say for you, or if you have a specific question, you can ask that as well. So welcome, and we'll move on to Mystic Gypsy.
Hi, I'm Mystic Gypsy. You can check out my Facebook and my Instagram at Mystic Gypsy. There is going to be a one question by donation special coming up in August, and stay tuned for other promotions coming.
Hi there, I'm Daughter of the Sea. You can find me on Facebook, Daughter of the Sea, Crystals and Tarot, and you can like my page, and we're ready for tonight.
Yes, we are.
Hey friends, my name is Shauna. You can call me Misfit. I have a Facebook page called Misfit Trinkets. I do all sorts of handmade crystal jewelry, and I also offer readings from my page, so you can follow along for that. And I'm excited to pass along some messages tonight.
Perfect. And we do have another person trying to log in. They're having some technical issues, so hopefully they can join us as well. And we also have some people that just sent in their questions, so we are going to be doing some questions for people that could not make the live. So let's begin. Of course, we're going to start with someone that is live and ready to go. So who should we start with? I'm going to just look at the list here so I don't forget anyone. Let's start with Gail. Hi, Gail. So if you want, you can unmute.
I'm unmuted.
Perfect. And you can ask either a message from a loved one, a general read of what you want, or what else did I say? A specific question you have in mind. What would you like to know?
I guess messages.
Okay, let's see what we get for you. Okay, I'm going to get started, and the other ones are going to tune in. Okay. So I have a couple cards that came up for you, and I do have to say something happened to me, and I feel like it has to do with you. Okay. And I'm going to go into that in a minute, because, you know, when we come to this night, we do start to tune in the day before or whenever messages hit. So first off, I have to say there are a couple spirits around you that are guiding you right now. And one of them very strongly is a male spirit. And it's really hot in my room that's coming forward. And I have to tell you how he's come forward because I know he's with you. I was at, I don't know if you know where I am, but I'm in St. Martin's and we have one grocery store. So I'm getting my groceries. I go to the meat counter and this is for you. I look at a steak and it says Charlie's Steak. Charlie is with you. I have goosebumps everywhere. And I'm telling you, there's never been a Charlie steak. I don't even know what that is. Okay.
I don't either.
I didn't take a picture of it and I should have, but I have goosebumps. So I definitely feel like I have to give you a message from him as well. Okay. And the thing is he's a really genuine person. And I just see the smile. Okay. And he is proud of you. The message that I get is it's really important for you to focus on your physical life and where you're moving. He wants you to start focusing on your future and specifically 9 months from now. And he does want you to focus on what you should be doing. And it's about right now finding your freedom, but it's about connecting to your heart. And there's been a lot of messages that are coming around you, signs and symbols and ideas. You are in a time and a place of change. And I do feel that I have such goosebumps. I have to tell you, your sign, you have to pay attention right here on your body. Whatever this is, you have a little girl that touches you right here and she touches you right here. This is her place. And her symbol is butterflies. But she's telling me, she's coming in and she's telling me that you have to look out of a specific window in your house. That is her window, her view. And whenever you look at that window and look at the sky, you'll get messages from her. And that her message is about you looking up. And times have changed. And you have changed. And you have to honor your heart and your freedom right now. Because your life is about life, not things going wrong. And so there are 5 good things that you are meant to experience this year that are all physical and exciting for you and new. But you do have to bring in new things. New things need to enter your life to help you find your freedom. Butterflies and the smell of flowers or sweet nectar. And I don't know what else. Something else is trying to come in and I have to stop, but I'm going to see she's trying to say something else. So I just want to let her be.
Okay. Am I supposed to reflect on this or just let it go?
Sure.
You hit it on the head. So I have both, and I know both of those people are around, but I haven't heard from the first yet since he's passed. So
for you, it's really important that you tap into feelings, because for you, auditory is very difficult because your mind is very auditory. Yeah. And once you get the feeling, okay, then he's going to contact you through dreams. And once you get a dream of him touching you and hugging you, then you know you have a psychic connection and you need to start using him as your spirit guide. That guy will put pieces. He shows me pieces of the puzzle. He knows how to make it happen for you, and he is a protector. I don't know why he flashes John Wayne or wearing a sheriff's hat, but for some reason, that's what I get from him.
Oh my God. I don't want to say too much because is there other people that are going to talk?
Afterwards. You can afterwards. Mystic Gypsy.
My God.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. So for you, I actually see a blonde woman around you. I'm not sure if your mother has passed or a grandmother, but I do feel it's like maybe it's connected to your mother's side. I'm not sure, but I keep seeing a blonde woman around you. And she's really just wanting me to reinforce that, like, there's a change in life. that you're entering into that's coming for you, and you're at the end of a cycle, and she's wanting you to focus on like what brings you passion again, like it's showing me that things are maybe feeling a little bit like stagnant, or like you're just kind of in this place where nothing feels like it's blooming. But she wants you to know that things are coming for you and that you're connected. And she really just like, I keep seeing spending time outside, like clouds, like blue skies, clouds, trees, just kind of reconnecting with that, and it'll reignite some sort of passion that you're needing to go into the next stage of your life for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi there. Well, that's funny that East Coast Mystic said about the little girl in the window, because I got the Fool, the little girl, and I got Looking Out the Window.
Oh, I love that. It gave me goosebumps everywhere. Oh, that's why I do this. I love those goosebumps.
Me too. I am really warm. I do feel there is a male spirit around, and I do have a message for you. And I feel that it's not from the little girl. I do feel that this message is from the male spirit that is around you. And I wrote it on a piece of paper. I was jotting notes as East Coast Mystic was talking, but it's for you to step out of your comfort zone. He says, just step out of your comfort zone. And I'm not sure if that's why the Fool came up. And looking out the window with the Two of Wands. There is this year, and it's going to happen this year. There is some decisions that's going to come up, some options. And I think maybe even a little trip, or maybe I think I see you going somewhere.
I definitely see that in the making.
Yeah.
Like they're being called to go somewhere and do something, like just change and shed and go on an adventure. And there's like so much energy and power that would come from that.
He just says, don't let worry hold you back. Like, step out onto this option. You know, if this comes up to you and you're like, you know, we should do this, whatever is going to be good for your soul, I think you're going to have to do that. You know, take that leap of faith and step out of your comfort zone. For some reason, I guess you've been a little too reserved, maybe. Not
depends how you want to what you want to call reserved, I must say. I'm just kidding.
Not taking that chance, right?
Body, mind, and spirit, right?
Listen to your spirits, right? They're guiding you for sure onto new opportunities that are going to present themselves this year. Good opportunities for you that are going to present themselves. And I think it's just that sometimes reserved, as in a way, sometimes we don't want to take that risk, so we stay within our comfort zone, and we're like, maybe not, you know. But this is where you should bring yourself a little amethyst and step out of that comfort zone.
I agree. Like, I definitely feel there's something you're supposed to be stepping out and doing, and it will work. It's like something passionate.
The message I have for you tonight is take that opportunity. Like, in my body right now, I feel a lot of anxiety. It's a feeling that I recognize really well because I've suffered with it before, but this isn't mine. So I feel like whatever path you're taking, you're very anxious about it. But the universe has your back. If you're honest with yourself and with others about what your intentions and your desires are, the universe is going to provide that to you. Anything that you want, the universe hears it and it knows, and it's ready to provide that for you. Pay attention to the signs. Like, if things seem to fall into place, or like if something crappy happens, look for the opportunity that is resulting from that, because those are the stepping stones that I feel like the universe is guiding you on right now. But do try to let go of some of that anxiety and just breathe it out, and just know that whatever you want to do is going to work. I got the Wheel of Fortune card, which is always really exciting for me. It means lots of opportunities. You just have to kind of choose the path that you want to go. They're all great, but be honest with yourself about what you want.
I love that. Yeah, and another thing before we move on is I definitely get her showing me like some kind of brown dog or something. I don't know what it's about. And she is around, but the main thing is you need to feel her here. And I think that your psychic channel, you also relate to your anxiety. So maybe ask questions when you feel it. Like, what is it that I need to know right now? Instead of holding on to it, ask questions when you're feeling anxiety and see what comes up.
Okay. Yeah, I've been really anxious all today. And it's not been about this. I woke up from a bad dream this morning and it's affected my entire day. So, yeah.
Well, so all the dreams are psychic, are usually messages. So if there's a fear involved, then that does mean that a bondage is being broken. Okay. And so like you want to search for the spiritual meaning of it, because when we do have dreams that are spiritual, they are meant to improve our life. You don't want it to cause fear or anxiety. And a lot of the things that are ugly in our dreams are symbolized by the things that have to go. Okay, so just don't take it on as far as I can see, spirits have good energy around you. I don't see anything negative except for the fact that you do have to seek more bliss for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? But as far as like negative things coming in and swarming around, you don't have that. You have good spirits around. So be more open. We have to be in our normal state or even a little more energized for our connection to take place. And spirits are already connected to you. So just be aware of their signs and messages. Okay. I really feel drawn to Carissa. So let's move to Carissa now. And Gail, if you want, you can mute. Oh wait, Moonshine is here. He is joining. He's going to go by voice right now while his computer is on. So there is one more psychic available to you.
All right, hi there, Gail. Sorry about the technical difficulties here, but I do have some cards for you here. I'll give you a quick little reading. So for your tarot here, it shows that there is a crossroads with the Hierophant. So decision making between two different options that you're at. Make sure you stay centered and choose it. It does show that right now present around is the world. So this is a great thing that's happening for you around you. And that there will be a future move into another area, which is going to be away from the past, so whether it's a travel or an actual move. But it's something that will allow you to kind of break all the attachments from what's around you currently right now and be able to just be free of that. Not that those are all negative, just to give you a reset in your own space. I did have a jumping card. It's the Hermit. And that is showing me that there is guidance, a spirit around you, a male spirit that is speaking to you, that is putting the ideas and placements in your head. So listen closely to what you feel you're thinking, and then listen to see what you're hearing, and follow that guidance, because that's going to take you on a journey. It's a guidance card to show you the light, to show you the way on your path there. And also you've got a snake for your totem animal, which is for healing. So it's not only for healing for you, but it's also a message that you are a healer. So going through some of the things that you have, you are also going to be able to become a real true healer, where you're having the energies flow through you to others. For a ruin, you did get a radio, which is to send out a message. So put a request out there for what you want. And your gemstone was the love stone. So that's a self-love. So just be gentle with yourself and enjoy the journey.
I love that.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
On. That gave you goosebumps. Definitely fits for you.
So is there, do I tell you now or do
Sure, tell me now.
Because you all hit it on, dead on. The male that I haven't heard from is my dad. And his name is Charlie. And the cowboy sheriff hat is because he was a police officer for 34 years.
Oh my gosh.
So the sheriff thing, that's what that's from, is that. And the arms around me would be my daughter. I lost 85 years ago. So yeah, I feel her all the time, and that is exactly how she hugs me.
Oh, right
Because I do feel her, like, and I do know when she's around me, and she's consistently around me, and that's exactly where I feel her. Is because before she was taller than I was, so she would wrap her arms around, and that's approximately where her arms, and then lean her head against my shoulder or on my head. So that would be approximately right. And the blonde-headed woman would be my Aunt Mel. She always looks out for me and is around. So, and as I said, I have been very anxious. The 9 months from now, I've got basically 6 months, and I'll be finishing my master's degree. So
that's amazing. I love it.
So everybody hit it pretty much dead on.
And also a degree you can use anywhere. I
Right.
love it. I love it. Right on. Well, congratulations to you and your path.
Thank you.
Right on. Okay, Carissa, you can unmute. What would you like to know?
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
This is my first reading from anybody, so I'm like, I don't know what I should ask.
Okay, so I'll give you a clue. You can get a general read from all 5 of us just to see what we have to say to you and what wants to come through. If you have a specific spirit that you want a message from, we can give you a specific message too. Or if you have a specific question, we can answer any question you want to know.
Wow. Probably just anything general from.
Let's do it. Let's see what we
Yeah.
have. This will be interesting. Okay, I'm going to go first. So let's see what we have for you. Whoa, we got a jumper card. So first thing I have to say is, like, your eyes are super spiritual to me. Okay. So one of the first things that came up is the sun for you. So for me, this lets me know that this is a year of destiny for you. You are actually tapping into a universal power that is trying to bring you an easier path. But I feel like really right now, you are kind of going through a chaotic change. And see, chaos arises whenever you're meant to make some kind of change and you're not. Okay, so that's kind of a clue for you. You also do have guiding spirits around you. I see a male spirit and a female spirit, and I definitely know that your female spirit is your mama's side of the family. And I also get the male spirit, the little boy. Do you have a little boy?
I actually have 4 boys.
You have 4 children?
I have 5 children, but
You
4
have 5
boys.
children? Oh my God. Okay, just a minute. I'm out of it. I'm seeing a little boy who has the ability to see spirits. And he can see the male grandpa, the grandfather figure. And I really don't feel the grandfather is on your side of the family. I feel like the grandfather figure around him is on his father's side of the family. So you have a 2-year journey right now where there's lots of balance, and you are all about foundation and moving forward. But I feel like the universe is really helping you when it comes to your partner, okay? So even though you may have some interests and things that you want to do, you'll always have good ideas because you're kind of the stabilizer. But when it comes to relationship and the male and the father, I see spirit like kicking his ass for some reason, putting him into focus. And it's telling me, the female is telling me that there is really good progress that you'll experience in the next 7 months. Just keep moving forward. Things keep going easier. Make sure you get your breaks though, okay? Because sometimes you'll go through your phases and then you kind of have to release. So you are one that has to release. but you are a stabilizer. And I do get that time of power for you. I don't know why, but I keep getting March is like your day, your month of power. So next March is really important for you. So until March, you are on a journey.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
I know, that's what I see. So mainly enjoy your time, enjoy your family, and sevens are a number for you for some reason. That does mean that the male energy is active. So.
Okay.
Hi. So
Hi.
for you, what I'm seeing is like, I just keep feeling that there's like there's a lot going on in your mind right now, and you're how others see you or what they're thinking is kind of playing a big part in the things that you're doing, the choices that you're making and how you're living right now. And the spirits are showing me that they really want you to embrace like figuring out what it is you want to do, and like ignore the outside perceptions and whatnot and what people think or what they want you to do, but they really want you to live like your own authenticness, like truly live for who you are, because you are connected. And I do see in the next, like, I'd say 3 months, there's some sort of like celebration happening. So Spirit wants you to, they're showing me it, so they want you to like really enjoy it and take it in, because it's going to bring so much like prosperity for you. But your thoughts are really important right now. They're connecting to your emotions. So just really keep an eye on keeping positive thoughts. And when you're feeling overwhelmed, just like take those deep breaths. So.
Okay.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
I've got all cups. East Coast Mystic. I got Ace of Cups for her, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Like, I'm shocked that all cups come out. I mean, that's definitely big on the emotion side of the heart. Passion, romance, be careful, more babies.
No more babies.
Thank God, just let the passion flow. Let the romance, reignite the romance.
Yes.
Also, maybe in this, when I see this with the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups, I always feel that we have to nourish our own souls as well as moms. I mean, I have 3 kids. I'm almost to you, but right? Like, they kind of, being a mom, a lot of kids, all our energy sometimes is given out to them, taking care of others, emotion, compassion, the cups are flowing for you. And I think it's a sign to definitely take care of yourself, give yourself time to also give yourself some feel-good moments, right? Like, do what your soul needs to do once in a while, because we become depleted as well. Our days we wake up, our days go by so quick, and we're so tired that we sometimes forget about ourselves a little bit. So I think this is just a really good reminder that this year maybe you should take some time for yourself. Even when the kids are there, there's always things we can do for ourselves, whether it's being out in nature, letting the kids play, but making sure we also fill our own cups up, right?
Right.
And let that passion flow. So whoever this might be, sometimes, I might speak on myself, but I'm too tired for passion or anything. I'm going to bed. But take time to nurture and passion your soul too, right? Like,
Exactly.
keep that reignited. Little rose quartz for all your emotions and your cups that we've pulled. And maybe this next week, find a little passion for yourself. Do something that you love to fill up your cup.
Thank you.
Hello. So the
Hi.
message that I have for you tonight is of cooperation. That's what my cards speak of. I'm not sure if it's your relationship with a significant other or in a relationship with people in general, but struggles, power struggles, disagreements may come up frequently. Cooperation is something that could really be focused on, is learning how the situation can benefit all parties instead of working against one another. Work together and cooperate and come together. And also, the cards ask, what do you want? I feel like maybe you've been feeling like you're up against a wall lately. Things are repetitive, things are stagnant, with a household like that, it's always going to feel like you're hitting up against the wall in some way or another. Do you suffer from chronic pain at all? Like, I feel achy as I'm sitting here.
Yes,
I don't know.
my back.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure if it was mine or yours, but it's yours. Take time to do something for yourself. Look after yourself. Like, you do spend a lot of time. You have to spend time looking after everyone else, but make sure that you're putting yourself in that balance too. And maybe it's cooperate with yourself. Stop fighting against your body and maybe making things worse, but take time, delegate, work together. Actually, I think that would be what cooperation would be leading towards, is have others take on some of the burden, so that you can care for yourself. But universe says, say yes to all that you are. Trust that everything you need to achieve your life purpose is waiting for you. So that's the message that I want to end on tonight.
I love that. And I definitely feel your family is your life purpose, but I know there has to be something with beauty. Like, there's always something that you could do on the side that has to do with beauty, or even things that your kids have. But I definitely smell hair care around you, and I don't know why. But I don't know if it's a specific shampoo, but it's like,
well, my mother's a hairdresser. You actually know my mother, Krista Denton.
Okay. I didn't know she was a hairdresser though.
Oh, really?
Awesome. I had no clue.
So that might be why you smell that, because that's what she does.
That's awesome. So yeah, someone definitely connected to the two of you are around. So that would make sense that your grandma's around.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That
But
is so
something
cool.
to do with beauty. Like, you can always, I think you can do many different things, and you'll go through phases, especially when it comes to like your own income and stuff. But when it comes to the male in your life, there's definitely like focus and energy and getting him going. The 7s are up, so he is going through a transformation of focus.
Awesome.
Yeah. Right on.
Well, thank you.
Moonshine, your turn. General read for Carissa.
Okay, hello, Carissa.
Hi.
Well, what I've got here for you with the tarot cards is, in the past, it looks like there's been projects that you work on, 2 main projects, and something that you show the world, which is kind of your face for this work or business. And then also something that you know of that you're putting it into behind the scenes that's working for you. So your own private plan there. So it's showing that is a good plan, and you're building a solid foundation with these ideas and actions. And then it will lead to a future move, and it is going to take you more into the light. So specifically, the white lion shows himself to me. And so I definitely see actually something to do with it being white. Into the future, you have the Queen of Swords here. So that's going to bring you passage into a new life with more stability and comfort. And it looks really good. You did get a totem card, and that is Black Panther. So that's passion. And it's actually primarily about you following your passion. So really let those ideas and inspirations that you have come alive and embrace them and go for them all the way out. Now, when I did your ruins, you did get Isa, which is standstill. So, and also for your crystal, you got a quartz, which is a wish stone. So it does show me that there's a time either right now or coming soon that you'll experience that you're feeling, which feels like a complete standstill, like nothing's changing. Even though you actually have a lot going on, feels like nothing's changing. So when you're feeling that, you need to just stay centered in that and use that as your time to make a wish for what you want, and it will just keep taking you in that direction. But it looks really good. Yeah. Good stuff. So a wish stone, so make sure you make a wish.
That's awesome. Right on. That
great.
gave me
Thank you.
goosebumps.
Woo!
Awesome. Okay, let's do, well, we might as well do Michael.
Hi there.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
What do you want to know? You have 3 options.
I think I'd like a general reading.
General reading? Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that. So get ready. I have to see what I get. And I'm getting really hot around you. And I know that's something you should not say when the wife is present or ever married to a married man. I get that, people. My hubby's here too. But the reason why there is a hot energy is there is a spirit around you. And that spirit has the same name as you. So there is a Michael around you. And normally when Michael comes forward, that represents Archangel Michael, but no, you're named after this person. And I feel like they are in your family. They are guiding you. Right now, you received the Temperance card for me, which lets me know that you are also on a path of destiny right now. And it's really important that you're balancing out what you want to do and what you have to do. Your path right now is about wholeness in your ideas. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I get the Mason symbol. And I don't know if that is somebody that's around you in spirit. But even though I'm getting that symbol, the thing that's coming to me is your spirituality needs to get tapped into. And I don't know if you've ever connected with the I am or the Christ consciousness, but I feel like that type of power and energy, the I am energy, is something that will help manifest change, because in 3 to 6 months you are walking a path of physical and financial mastery. That means that you're dealing also with your physical self and your financial self, and you also are meant to come up with some finances to invest in your woman. And that's not BS. That is a strict message. Okay, goosebumps everywhere. And that's about this time next year. So I do see some kind of preparation, a place to go. Cats are a symbol around you too for some reason. They are connected to the other side, and they are a protector. So you connect to that, which also lets me know that you're connected to higher realm energies and consciousness, which is why I want you to check out the I am stuff. Because there's power there that you can tap into to help manifest. This is a year of self-worth. And I also feel a very strong motherly connection. So I know that there is energy and focus there for some reason, and spirit is feeding that. So you are tuned in to your mother's energy. And I feel like that's kind of how you monitor things. So I see financial and physical, and I don't know who it is in this room, but I felt like it was with you. But my right knee, which means my knee, I have a bad knee. So somebody, I don't know if that is you or someone around you, but my knee is like bad. So something to do with walking and the knee is around you as well.
Okay. It's cool.
Hello. So, I've never had this before. I pulled the 2 of the Empress card, 2 different decks, the Empress card. So I'm not sure if your mom has passed away or
Nope.
grandmother. It's definitely on your mother's side.
Be my grandmother.
Yeah, because there's a woman around you, and she's very strong. She's wanting me to remind you that there's a decision that you have been not making, or something that you've been on the fence about, and it's causing some struggle. I see conflict, a little bit of struggle, and you need to make it. I get also the Emperor card, so you need to stand strong in what it is, like in the decision that you're going to make or that you have to make, because it brings you the World card. So it's going to bring you the release of this cycle that you're in right now, because there is big change right now for you. And I do feel something about work, because I also got the Ace of Pentacles. So there's financial relief coming, or some sort of financial change or job change. But go with your instincts, because like I keep seeing that in your card, just like trust what you're feeling and just make that decision. It's time to take action.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey there. So when you come online, I also feel a really warm energy, but I have a name that come up. I'm not sure if you're connected to, I wrote it down to, I have a Ronald, a Ronnie, a Ron.
I was getting an R name too. I don't know who that is, like a Roland or I got Roland. I don't know.
I don't know of one, but
There's definitely a male energy in the room. And I wanted to see the cards that was pulled, and it's kind of interesting. I got the Four of Pentacles. So money wise, I think, or financial wise, maybe somebody's going to ask you to borrow some money and you might have to say no. Okay. And I just wanted to read this because don't make any rash cash decisions at this time, right? Because I also got the Seven of Swords and I got the Seven of Pentacles.
Ooh,
So-
2 sevens.
And you're a thinker. You have some good ideas. I feel that sometimes other people take your ideas and they take credit for that. So I'm not
Yes.
sure if that's true work.
yeah, that would be work.
Keep your ideas to yourself for a little while. And because new projects might be on the way, so maybe your ideas, keep them there. Be careful who you share those ideas with, because financially something is coming. Okay, so true work, I'm not sure, new ideas, new projects, something is coming, and you're very you're very good with ideas. You're very good with you're a thinker. I don't know what you do for a job, but just with those new ideas, I was just reading that. Yeah. It says also it might be time to reevaluate current projects. So evaluate your progress before proceeding.
Yeah.
Little
that-
piece of information. And whoever
Thank you.
Ronnie is making me sweat.
Could be your spirit guide's name.
It could be that you have a spirit guide, that's with you. Sometimes that does, and because it's that spirit is very strong right now in my presence. I also have a smoky quartz for you, so maybe keep you grounded at work with your ideas. Have that in your pocket. There you go. You're not into crystals, now you'll be. You're going to find yourself a little smoky quartz for your new project ideas and more money to come.
Thank you.
Yeah, I definitely got something too about that career thing, because that King of Pentacles, which means that you do have to start taking note on the things that you do and the things that you've done, and honor yourself and promote yourself that way. So you are being noticed because financial things are coming up.
So I have some messages for you tonight, but I want to ask a question before I get started. Before I started pulling my cards, I had to sweep off my area. Are you a very neat and tidy, everything kind of has its place person? Because I had to, she's laughing, so yes.
I know, I can feel it. I knew it.
I couldn't, I was just tidy. I'm not a tidy person. I cleaned my desk before I started, but I had to do it again. So I feel like maybe universe either wants to acknowledge that or maybe tell you to kind of breathe through it a little bit, because I get a lot of the same anxiety that I got with, Gail. I get a lot of the same kind of anxiety. So I feel like maybe you bounce that off of each other, maybe trigger each other's anxieties a little bit. So look for ways that you can help each other and help yourselves kind of cope and lessen the anxiety in the household. I think that will be a really good thing for you guys moving forward. And again, I have to echo what Mystic Gypsy said. I got the Two of Swords. You need to make a decision and you need to trust yourself to make the right decision. It needs to be made. It's not a great decision, but it's got to be done. And I see swords in every picture. Like I also got the King of Swords, but the Wheel of Fortune, and there's a little like a sphinx with a sword at the top. So I feel like maybe you're going to have to defend yourself or stick up for yourself in some way that you haven't before. Okay. Yeah, so go with that. Fight for yourself and stick up for yourself and what your ideas are, because they're valid and they're great. Have more confidence and acknowledge who you truly are and what your potential is. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to leave you with tonight.
Thank you.
Moonshine.
Hi there. Well, we got lots of action here. So it does look like in the tarot that there was a divine, something amazing. You had the Ace of Pentacles. So in the past, I feel like there was an amazing breakthrough or receiving of money or work or recognition. There was an amazing thing that had happened there. And it did have divine inspiration to it. And then it shows right now that there's a time of kind of feeling being on the outs. So there's been a change and that there's some pain and suffering, and that kind of feeling like you're on the outside of that at the moment right now. And it looks like it's that routine is getting to possibly go into the future right now, kind of looking at some of the things in the past that were either lost or undone. Just the focus is kind of caught on something in the past, 3 different things that just went away or that were done. But it does show that there's 2 new things right there in front of you, but you're not looking at them yet. So when you look at those, it's going to change your mindset and you're going to see the entire situation differently. You also want to go back to that first Ace of Pentacles, where that breakthrough, that idea, or that money that was receiving, whether it was used properly or not, it's all from learning from it. But there was something divine in there, a message or whatever the creative project was. It is showing that it's good, that is still your inspiration. Keep working towards it. You have your totem bear. So that does show me that you have boundaries. There is something that you do need to stand your ground for. So if there was other partners or people involved in this and you need to be able to speak up, but you need to caution against getting caught up in the male passion. You've got the Ruined Berkana, which is showing you that you really need to connect with the feminine side. You need to connect with the feeling and the meaning behind things, and not the mental male type of control stuff. So you got to go on that nurturing level. And it does show you have a citrine, so it's really important for you to clear your mind. You need to let your mind let go of the way it's operating a little bit and let it kind of reset and loosen up. It doesn't have to be so hard wheel, just like open up the mind, let yourself reconnect, see things a little bit differently. Look for those 2 positive things that are around you that are they're right there. You just have to turn around and see them and embrace that, and you'll be right on track again. So it looks good. And just make sure that with the citrine, it is also cannot hold any negative energy. So just know that just follow your heart, speak your truth, and you will be clear.
Thank you.
Awesome. I like that. And as he was doing that, I could almost see a shift happening to you, like breaking the perception of the things that are going wrong and start thinking about the things that you want. Because I definitely feel like you guys need to invest in something exciting, but I almost feel like it won't come to you until you're like away on an adventure. So I would definitely plan an adventure at least minimum a year from now and take off somewhere, because she needs it, you need it, and there's something exciting that I see that you guys are going to invest in, whatever that is, whether it's a product or a place. It's definitely in your future and somewhere else.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, well, our people live are getting short. Let's go with Michelle. Hi, Michelle. So Michelle, you can unmute and you can ask any question you want. You can either get a general read or a message from a loved one. What would you like tonight?
There. Can you hear me now?
I sure can.
Okay. Sorry, I've never used Zoom before, so.
It's okay.
Okay, so it was either a specific question or like a general read? Is that kind of...
Yeah, or if you want a message from a loved one on the other side.
This is my first time, so I think I'll do a general read. I'm in the
Okay.
same boat. I'm not really sure what to expect or do.
Let's do it. Let's see what we have for you. I'm going to start and we'll move on. So even though you kind of just want a general question, I have to say I got shivers as soon as you started talking. So I know that there is a female spirit around you, and I definitely feel like she's connected to you and your mother. And I keep seeing white curly hair, and I don't know if she likes to yarn, if she knits, or if she sews. Okay, do you know who that is?
Yeah, that's my grandmother.
Oh, I got goosebumps everywhere. So your family gets the curls from her. You're very spiritual, actually. She's telling me that you have the ability to see where things are headed. So that's your gift. And she has been trying to communicate with you and give you signs that she's around. Okay, this year you are meant to experience movement away from difficulties, which means that you're getting out of your head and into your heart. So things are going to be more fulfilling for you. And I also see something that you're taming and putting together. So your creativity is where your success is. For right now, the next 8 months are crucial, because 8 months from now, you are manifesting a result that you want. But I do see that money for you and your passion and purpose right now is more than one thing. So you are kind of meant to delve in a whole bunch of different things. But the main message is keep moving forward. You are in a place of evolvement. Watch for white lights, sparkling lights. And if you have, do you have a child?
Sorry, I'm just on my phone, so I have to flip over. Okay. Oh,
I see children in spirit around you, and I think that there is a white sparkle around a little child around you where you can see your grandma's energy.
so I don't have a child, but I have a niece.
And do you see her often? Like, do you see her when she's sleeping or?
Yeah, I see her, and like she stays here sometimes for sleepovers and stuff.
Okay, so next time she sleeps over, you have to do this. Just above where she's sleeping, between the wall and the crib to her, just watch for little white sparkles, and that's your grandma.
Okay.
So your grandma is around her, like 100%.
Yeah.
When she's laughing out of nowhere, that is grandma, okay, around your niece. But I definitely have children around you. So I do see children in spirit waiting for the opportunity to come down. So maybe you're a few years yet, but I do have to call it. I definitely see a boy spirit waiting for that opportunity.
Oh.
Hi. So for you, what I've seen for you is that there's some changes that are going to be happening for you coming up, and I'm not sure if you're in a relationship or you're someone you're seeing, but I do see that there is some like changes or decisions that you need to making, and there's something that you're going to be looking at. But like the spirit wants to remind you that your energy goes where your intention is. So like know what you want and follow and be determined and just like put up those boundaries. I'm not sure if it's a boundary thing or not, but I'm seeing that there is a little bit of stuff coming up in the next couple months, but you just need to remember to stay grounded. Like the cards that I'm seeing just want you to remember that like sometimes you don't know where life is going, or you don't know what's going to happen and what the end goal is, but to like trust spirit and trust, like if you're going by your instincts, just trust it and just flow with it, because you'll end up on the other side. Like there's always light in the darkness, right? It's just kind of how we look at it in our perception. So just stay determined. And yeah, I don't know if you're with a guy or not, but there's definitely one in the future, or a partner of some sort in the future. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I have a boy.
Okay. So
And this, I
okay.
feel, is exactly what you're talking about, kind of like taming the chaos, but also
Yeah.
like their relationship moving to the next level. And I feel like her grandma is like, hey, this is like time.
Yes, and there's something that you're looking at, because I've got the 2 of Wands, so it's like you're like there's 2 things happening, and something that like spirit has brought, and something that you're going to put your intention and your passion into. So it's really exciting. Super excited for you.
Thank you.
So I love what Mystic Gypsy had to say, because I got the Lover's card. And with the Lover's card, if you are in a relationship, you know, it's sometimes hard to find good balance. What's good for you, what's good for him or your partner, and what's best for the relationship. So, and I also got the Chariot. So dark in here all of a sudden. So I think for you, the Chariot shows me that you should be in control of your life. Don't always let others decide for you. I think sometimes you're a little bit passive when it comes to decisions, and maybe, you know, who's driving, right? Who's driving the Chariot? You are.
Yeah, I think she's driving too, but I really feel stubbornness on his part too, though. I think they got it worked out.
Right, because life can pull you in different directions, right? It says, but now's the time to get it back on track. Where are you heading? It's time to plan your course. So maybe this is together, you know, for you and him, some decisions that are going to come up with relationship wise. And I mean, you're as much part of those decisions, right, to make. And I got the King of Cups, which is very, I know, it's very emotional.
Soulmate.
I know, I love that. And also it shows me that you're very like in tune with your emotions. A lot of people rely on you sometimes to make them feel good. Do you do that? Like, do you give a lot of emotional support? I just feel that my card showed me that you're a person that a lot of others lean on. And it's
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's okay to lean on others as well, because you like absorb all that in, like you feel that, and you're there a lot of the times for others.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, you're gonna take those reins back from the Chariot. And I thought maybe for you, since you got the Lover's card, even the, you know, the King of Cups, the Soulmate card, maybe a little citrine, to just shine some nice sun in your heart, you know, help you guide you along the way. Some more decisions are going to come up within this year. A year to 2 years, I feel that there's going to be a big change for you. So something is coming, and I feel it's a good positive change. It could be. I got Lovers. Oh, yeah.
Hello. So there's lots of messages for you tonight. But I think the collective message, like for the group, there's so much anxiety and there's so much heaviness in this group tonight. Every time I give a message, then the next person comes on screen and I end up feeling that feeling again. So I'm really glad that everyone's here with the same kind of theme in mind, because I feel like the messages are all really like for everyone. Like there's some things that you can take out of it. For you, I got the Sun card, and that's my favorite thing ever. I don't know, I see your Nirvana shirts. I know you like music, but the Beatles, Here Come the Sun by the Beatles, this is what that card speaks to me. So maybe it hasn't always been good. Maybe it's been a long time since things have been and sunny and happy for you. But I'm seeing you starting to walk away from those negative situations and maybe even negative thoughts, like a lot of anxiety, a lot of doubt, I feel like you let others affect you too much, like what their thoughts and their feelings and their opinions are. The opinions of others don't matter. That's one of the best things you can adopt in life is, you're not paying my bills, I'm not going to pay you any mind. So don't let the opinion of others bring you down. Grow stronger from that. You've walked through fire before. No one's going to dull your flame, so don't let them. And embrace laughter and joy. When East Coast Mystic said that early on, like embrace joy, those two cards flew out of my deck together, is laughter and joy. So surround yourself with the people that do bring you laughter and do bring you joy, and help bring that out so you can kind of release the negativity, and you can help bring on the sunshine. And I also got the Ace of Pentacles. So you're walking away from negativity, and that's going to let you have so many new opportunities. And I feel like there's a little door, like you can kind of see it, like you know where you're going, but you're not there yet, but you're closer than you think. So just pay attention to the signs and the opportunities that the universe gives you, and focus on the good and moving forward and taking accountability for your health, mental health, relationships, things like that, and focus on bettering and yourself moving forward. So that's the message that I have for you tonight.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Love that message. The other thing is, I have to say, and I hate this, but I keep getting a flash before Moonshine does his reading for you. And I see a vision of you, and you're rubbing, it's the weirdest thing, but I have to say it, but you are rubbing a grave, and you're saying, till death do us part. And I get goosebumps whenever I see that. And all I see is you rubbing the grave. And I don't know why I keep seeing that, but I feel like it has to do with the grave. So there is a message behind that. I don't feel it's bad. I feel like it is like a sign for you to know that you are with your soulmate for some reason, and till death do us part. I don't know what that means, and I don't know why graves, the graveyard and graves are showing me that. So it's interesting.
Thank you.
Moonshine, a general read for Michelle.
All right, Michelle. Well, you start off with the past here with a strength card. So real strong goddess power, infinite wisdom and drive. So this is something that I feel, this strength is something that you carry, and also something that you need to continue to embrace to carry, because you're going to need it. Right now, it shows that currently at this moment, there is a divine, you have Ace of Wands, a divine opportunity, a career opportunity, a change, an idea that you're dealing with right now. And this is excellent. This is meant to be. However, when you engage on this, it's kind of like I got the saying of, the world's a jungle out there. So when you're moving forward with this idea and this plan, just be prepared. It is a business world. It is the world that there is going to be a lot of different things. You've got the moon card in front also showing that you need to stay in the straight and narrow. Don't wander off the path too much. Stay on track with what your plan is. Don't get sidetracked, and don't get distracted by other things. That's really what you've got to watch against. Your totem is showing you that is your coyote, and it's also showing for you to accept any mistakes that you've made in the past and know that they are learning from them. So because you're moving forward and you've got this creativity, you're going to have a lot of business drive and changes and interacting with a lot of different situations. So you'll just need to know that sometimes there'll be some mistakes, and that's okay. You'll learn from them and move on. Just don't let them get you down. Just keep staying forward. When you have your ruin, you got now this, which does show that there is a crossroad of obstruction or a challenge that's coming to you, where you're like, oh my God, this, now this. So that's okay, because it's just showing you there that you can get through it. Just keep moving forward with your idea that you have. You got carnelian for your stone, which is unending energy for you. So basically what I'm seeing in your reading is to stay with that goddess strength connection that you have and your divine ideas, and move forward with strength, and always tap back into that when you need it, when you hit the world challenges and earth challenges and competitors and all the things that are out there. But don't let them chip away at what you're doing, because you've got the Ace of Wands, so you're good.
I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely grandmother energy, but While Moonshine was talking, I definitely felt a grandfather figure around you, someone that knew you when you were younger. I don't feel that they were around you too far ahead in life. So I feel like he has been passed for quite some time, but he does remember you as a little girl, and you definitely get your strength from him. And he's all about success. Okay. So
Yeah,
listen to your ideas.
that would be my grandfather on my dad's side. He died when I was a baby.
Oh, well, you
Yeah.
have his strength. You have, like, you carry his essence. So he's using you as his divine channel to manifest the foundation and wealth of his family through you. So you are meant to have a wealthy life. I definitely see that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I think we got everyone so far alive. So now we can move on to the people that could not make it. So if you guys want to log off, you can. If you want to share anything before you log off, feel free, let us know. You can give us feedback or contact us if you want at a later date. We have our pages and we had a lot of fun connecting with you. So stay strong and search for your guidance. They're all around you. All good spirits. So let's move on. You're very welcome. It was awesome. And we do this every month. So, you know, anytime you want to message or see what's up, you know where we are. So I have to now go to, where is that page, my Facebook page, where the others want their question. Are you ready, ladies? So first we had Christine. Let's do Christine first. Actually, I feel like we should do Joanne first, because I feel like Joanne is connected and closer to the spirit that she wants a message from. Okay, so Daughter of the Sea, did you get what Joanne wanted to know? Because I didn't.
Okay, let me go just pull up my page real quick. She wanted a message from her mom. Let me just go really quick here. How is mom in heaven? And is she with dad? Are we purchasing anything new, big? And are we making headway with our money situation? Do you see any issues from both sides of my family and Grant?
Okay.
A lot of questions.
Wow, look at this. I got this. Okay, first off, about her mom, I don't get any female cards that came up. And I know that her mom is around. I also know that her mom is relieved. Okay, so she is a firm believer of some things she never believed in before, but she is connected. I see two males. I actually see 4 spirits around Joanne's mother. And I do see that they do need to make financial changes. And I see that this next 4 months, something is holding tight. So I don't know if that is a fear of making the right choice or the wrong choice, but there's male energy that's getting in the way. So it's almost like 2 people wanting to make the choice, but their ideas are off when it's something that's in agreement with both of them. And what I get is that her life right now is about creating a new life. So they are at a place where they are going to start changing every aspect of their life, but not all at the same time. Right now, the aspect of life has to do with focusing on more than what they need. Okay? I see that she knows what she needs, but she's bound. They feel like they're bound when they're not. And that's why I see that Misfit 2 of Swords. Here I'm getting the Ace of Swords. So it's like the bondage is not of her own. You got that too? So something is in the way of her making the choices that she wants. And it also has to do with financial balance. So their path is financial, but they have to connect to what they truly want. And that's not in balance. I don't know why that's not in balance. And for some reason, male energy is taking over. Now, I can't tell if that male energy is human or in spirit because it's that strong, but it's definitely connected to Joanne.
Okay, my turn, right? Okay, so the message, so the cards just keep showing me for her for a message from her mom, like truth and honesty about, like, what did I write? Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. And like, there's going to be a significant change that she needs to make in her life and in lifestyle, your way of living. And it's to not be hasty though. Like, she wants her to know to like take a second and like reevaluate, be honest with what she wants and what she needs, and then, you know, move forward, because there is big changes and good things to come. But worrying less about making the right choice and more about like what she wants the outcome to be. So focusing that intent, right? But, you know, all these mistakes, she wants to remind her that, you know, any mistakes and mishaps that have happened in the past, to just accept them as teaching lessons and to move forward with just like authenticity and truth for herself.
I love that. That's definitely true. I think she is going through a shift, and that she has to go through a shift mentally, because now her life is different and she's going to process different. She's even going to see things and think things differently because her mother isn't around, but is guiding her. So I do feel that she has to break certain modes mentally for her to receive the breakthroughs that she wants.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. And it's kind of funny because when she asked about her mom, I pulled the Three of Pentacles. Okay. But I don't see it, you know, how we would usually see it as. I know sometimes we see the Three of Pentacles as we should maybe revisit any stalled projects. But you know what? My card, they're knitting. I think her mom and dad are knitting. I know.
Weaving destiny.
I know.
Right?
I feel it. And last time I felt a message from her dad that said he was ready. He was ready for his wife. Like, he was ready for the you know, her mom to come.
I wonder if his name is Edward, because I feel like that he keeps coming up.
Yes, I think that's the name. That is the name.
So yeah. They are definitely together.
They are together. I also pulled the Justice card. I feel that there is two sides of something that will have to be seen, and I do feel it's justice coming. I feel that weighing out all possibilities before making any decision. So truly clear the air, hear all sides before resolving a decision, an argument. You know, the Justice card comes up. So compromise isn't always about being right.
I got Judgment too. I got Judgment. So it's the shift of a way of thinking to clear it.
Yeah. And I mean, I do see money. Money's coming. The Ace of Pentacles come up. So she's going to have a side. Yeah. So good. I love that. But maybe also plant the seeds for your money harvest, right? Yeah. Like the Ace of Pentacles, right? Also be mindful where you put your money that is coming. Okay. Yeah,
like if the universe knows what you're going to do with it and it's going to benefit everybody, it's going to be easier than if it's just something that you want and your partner doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So there's not a lot that I get to add here because I pulled the same darn tarot cards that everybody else did. My best piece of advice, go back and re-listen to East Coast Mystic. She nailed it. Everything I was going to say, there's not a darn thing I can add to it, but universe wants you to know it because it came up multiple times. So hit replay, listen to it, let it sink in.
Yeah.
And yeah, when it comes to your finances, Ace of Pentacles, your finances, you are making headway. There's something new coming into your financial sphere.
Yeah, like do something new, do something big, and get yourself ahead.
And everybody gets the Wheel of Fortune tonight. Like there's huge
Yeah.
opportunities and lots of choices for everybody. It's come up for almost everyone. It's been a really cool evening. I'm really enjoying this. All the synchronicities, I love it. Also starting to wonder if everyone's related. But the only thing that I can really add on to is absolution, releasing freedom, letting go of past experiences, and kind of forgiving and moving on from situations that may have caused whatever it was, trauma, you name it, just ick. Get rid of it, absolve it, and let go of it completely. Just breathe.
Time
It
of
happened.
freedom. This is her
Yeah,
time of
like just shake it
freedom.
off. Like it happened and it's okay, and we're gonna move on from it. So that's the message that I'm leaving with you tonight. And also be generous. That is what another one of my decks says. Be generous, and you're gonna receive that back.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Joanne wants a message from her mom. Her mom just passed.
Okay. Well, hello, Joanne. The cards that I have here is that first thing that comes up is a Knight of Cups, which is showing that there's a recognition of a knight in shining armor, that there was something good there. I just got strong goosebumps, a confirmation on that. I believe that right now you're at a fresh new journey. So it's like the Fool, it's ground zero in a way. Everything's clear and open. And you can travel light and you can go and do whatever you like. And that it's a time for you to feel some freedom and to be able to go on this journey. Know that it's not just an outward journey, that this is a journey within. For you to be able to be free for yourself, express yourself freely and who you are, let yourself grow further, let yourself flower into the world. And it does show that coming into the future here, that there is contemplation or indecision, a little bit of weighing out the options, a number of different things that puts you in a place of feeling a good feeling of enlightenment of all these different options and ideas coming to you. So it's not a negative thing, it's a good thing. But it is showing me with your totem animal, the beavers, is saying, go ahead and do it right now. So when you're in that stage where you're looking at what you're doing and you're feeling it, the one that keeps coming to you, that feels the most balanced, you have the Moonstone as well too. And I really actually felt with the Moonstone, it came out really strong and has just been kind of glowing here. So it may have something to do with the moon or following the moon or somewhere where you want to go travel to see the moon. But the moon did seem to be a strong thing in there, but it is about taking action and doing it. And when you do, it does show it will actually open a financial doorway. And it's unexpected. I don't even know what it is, but now I'm getting goosebumps all down my back. So that's confirmation that when you follow this, that it's going to open an entirely new chapter for you, and it's going to be amazing. So, just enjoy the path. Know that she's there helping guide you to this goodness for you in your life, and that there is going to be adventure.
I love that, because I do feel like I feel like Joanne would live in accordance to how she thinks her parents would want her to be. And they don't want that. They want her to honor herself because they're cherishing her life right now through her. So I do feel that there is blessings around, and she just needs to open and watch for signs and confirmations that her mom is around. And for her, I really got the hummingbird is definitely a sign, and the butterfly. Those came today, and they are definitely for her, because last time when Christine couldn't make it, the hummingbirds and butterflies were around as well. So I know that is for them. Yeah. Let's do Christine then. So Christine wanted to know, message from her grandma, but baby, what's going on with the baby? Now, did she want, let me just peek, did she want to know when or what or how? Well, how, we all know how. I'm not going to get into that, but that would be fun because, you know, I'm from Alberta. Just kidding. Okay, so I'm just getting up my messages here from her. And specifically, I would like to know how we are going to do with having another baby, if it's going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 cards. So I know that she wanted to tap into her grandmother, and I know her grandmother is here. And I do feel her coming even more forward since we tapped in. The Tower card is the first card that came up for her. So this lets me know I do feel like I'm connected to your grandma. The Page of Swords. So Spirit is coming, but you also have the Death card. So the power of the baby is there. But we have, because we have the Tower, the Death, and the Page of Swords, it all is all mental. It is all mental. And I don't know what your grandma's name is, but she does keep saying a name. I'm just trying to let that come forward. It's like I can see her lips moving, but I can't hear it yet. But I do definitely feel like she is going to help you conceive, but you definitely need to let go. There is way too much control, and your mental mind is getting in the way of allowing your higher self to bring your feminine side into balance. And because of that, you're stuck in a mode that will not accept the power of creativity. And so I feel like because the Page of Swords comes up, you really have to learn how to let things go and just try to flow. You don't have to control everything. Let things be. And I do see a child around you. And I actually feel like if it's a girl, it's going to be your grandma. What is she saying? I'm just trying to see, like, what is it that she's saying? But I definitely feel that this is the year. It is. It could happen anytime up to 6 months. But stop going through the doubts, the fears, and the expectations. So everything that is getting in your way is what your mind is telling you, not your body. So your feminine energy needs to come to a rise, which means, maybe you need to sleep more, or you need to, just let go a bit. But it's all the mind power that's getting in the way. I'm just being honest.
Okay, so the grandma, so I see both, like grandma's talking about the baby in my cards here for her, about a baby. And I do see the possibility of one, but I also got the Four of Swords card. So I do feel like she needs a mental rest from the stress of like worrying about the baby, the process of the baby, right? Like I see just like, and I actually got the Patience card. So she just like going within and just like taking that mental rest of like not like letting it go. And also I feel like her grandma she feels like, it shows me that the grandma is saying like free yourself of the guilt and shame of like of things not working out right how they're supposed to, and like right this moment, like let go of that pressure and just be free, because that's when the possibility for the baby can happen. I do see a Destiny card as well. So I mean, and the Sun card. So I mean, there's a little baby on it, with, on the horse, which I think is the grandma. Like the grandma wants to bring the baby, but just really taking that mental rest right now and letting go of that pressure is really important.
I love this because I got the craziest goosebumps. Here I am sitting in my little dark corner, lifting my cards up because I got the Eight of Swords.
Oh my God.
I know. Like,
Yeah,
check her
not
out.
letting go of control.
You really need to free your mind. You
And
really need, yeah,
I feel like she needs to find her natural pace.
yeah.
And I know that I'm really connected to her grandpa, that Edward, if that's his name, Eddie Edward. But there is also like Eggy. I keep getting him saying Eggy, Eggy, Eggy.
But do you think he's saying Eddie? Because the son, Joanne's brother, I think is named Eddie.
No, he's saying Eggy, A-G. I'm seeing A-G, G-I-E. It's a woman.
Yeah, I think whatever that means.
I know.
I mean, I think there is definitely a mental blockage here. There's a mental blockage. Like the cards see it, the cards say it. And then I pulled more cards, and I got the Empress. I feel like Grandma's saying you need to calm the thoughts. Your negative thoughts are powering your mind. They're taking over. Okay. And then if you can calm those down and focus on the good, the Empress come up. And it's funny because I'm pretty sure I'd have to rewatch the last video. I think the Empress card came up last time for Christine.
Pregnancy, yeah.
Yeah. And then I get the 10 of Cups. Look at my card. The 10 of Cups.
That's her
is
wishes
a little
come
girl.
true. The perfect family.
A little girl and a little boy.
That's everything she
see
wants.
Grandma coming back. That's a little girl. Maybe we can name the baby Eggy. I don't know. Maybe it'll be her nickname. I'm not sure.
Maybe that'll be the girl's name.
All I know is, sometimes it's so true that if our mind and our mental health or our mental stability is blocking, there's a block. I do know Christine has a surgery coming up to try to move forward for the pregnancy to happen. And I think there's going to be some good coming from this. I think you need to get yourself out of your mind, your own mind, and allow nature to flow the way.
I love that pregnancy card. I have no doubt that she can't have children. Like, to me, it's just like, I just see it happening. But for me, I do feel that her mind is more active than her body and her spirit. So if she could just pull her mind back and just feel a little bit of balance and tune into the magic and the creation and the spirit, like a spirit, so I'm ready, I want it. It will be easier. But I feel because she's naturally headstrong in her day, she's not tapping into that emotional state. I just feel like it's the simplest little shift and everything will change.
So I have some messages for you tonight, but first I've been feeling a lot like physically this evening for different people that were reading it. It's interesting. I feel exhausted. I feel like you're so tired. Maybe it's, it just hit me, and I feel overwhelmed and I feel exhausted and I almost feel a little bit sad about it. And I think that that's in relation to your journey for wanting for another child. But instead
and
of
the letdowns.
But instead of focusing on those feelings, just think in your mind it's not the right time. The universe provides.
Yes.
You might feel frustrated because you think you know better than the universe, but you don't.
No.
So just have faith in the universe that it'll happen if and when it's supposed to happen. I've also been playing with my necklace a lot. This could mean a few things. I think it to be moonstone, which if I'm not wrong is very like related to motherhood and whatnot. And I bought it in PEI. I feel like maybe travel, go on vacation, let go, check out, don't focus on, am I going to get pregnant? Am I going to get pregnant? Am I going to have a baby? Just go on vacation, just breathe and just
go camping, do it in a tent. That's what we used to do. Like teepees are for babies, right? Get in the forest.
Like do something like that. That's what I feel. And I feel like maybe you'll get a little bit of that energy and zip back because I can feel that you're exhausted. I don't like this feeling, so I can't imagine that you do. So really just try to relieve yourself of that. And one of the oracle cards that I drew was faith. So just like I said, have faith in the universe that it knows, and it knows when the time is right. And the two cards that really stuck out to me with my tarot draws, like, that's strength. You're so strong and you can handle whatever the universe is going to throw at you, but that doesn't mean that you have to dwell on it and dwell on the negatives. Look forward to the next opportunity.
Yeah, when is it gonna happen? Be excited about that.
And I got the 9 of Pentacles, and to me that screams so motherly, and so like you're watching the fruits of your labor. And 9, so I don't know if it's gonna happen soon and you've got 9 months to wait, or if it's going to be in 9 months. But I feel like everyone said, just don't focus on it, just live your life and the universe will provide when it's time. So that's
Love
the message
that.
that I have.
What? Christine wants to know about having a baby. Is it going to happen?
Oh yeah, definitely. So first of all, what I got here was King of Wands. So there is a male there, and his staff looks good, and he is green and fertile and ready. And then the next, I've got the Star, and that is the female. And I feel with this, the message is that is just to stay in balance, to actually drink water, make sure that there is water being drank, and to look at the ovulation cycles. So it's very simple, just balance. Water drinking, keep it simple, focus on the water and this ovulation cycle. Okay? Now, after you find out you've been pregnant for 2 months, then you go back into, your mind just goes wild, and he's gonna have his hands full for sure. And you're gonna be thinking about all these different things. And should it be this?
He said. Sorry.
Or should it be this? Anyways, a whole bunch of different ideas are going to come to you, and you're going to be looking at all this different stuff, and you're going to feel kind of wild and crazy with the change of hormones and everything. But the message is, in through all of that, is that it's actually a time of self-discovery. So in behind all of those things that you're talking about, there's actually just a part of your own personal desires and truths and wishes. And so it's okay to talk about all of these things, because they are showing parts of yourself that you want to have, and that your directions you want to take and what you're going to do. So it is exciting, but it can become overwhelming. So whenever it does and you feel like, oh my God, how am I going to do it? And you're in an overwhelmed state, just go, no, I'm good. We're going to be able to handle this. You did get rabbit for your totem, so that is fertility. And that says it all right there, the rabbit. So that is just saying at your peak. So you follow the ovulation cycle. Also with your rune, you got Gibu, which is X marks the spot, which is also sex, which is also with a companion, a partner. So this is good. I do get an amethyst stone for healing, and I did see a face in it, and there's a male spirit coming around, and I'm not sure if that's I don't know really if it's a male spirit that's going to be the child. I didn't really feel that connection as much as there was like a grandfather spirit around. So whether that comes through as a child or they're just there to oversee this, there was a strong male spirit just to be there around the situation to ensure healing and comfort. So yeah, I got a definite here. So, when you find out in 2 months and you're all excited, just remember that this change is also for you as well, and for both of you.
And I did pull a card for the surgery, or whatever it is that you're seeing the doctor for, and Ace of Swords. So before you go into the hospital, Archangel Michael, please be by my side. I'm ready to have a baby. And call Archangel Michael for your assistance, and he will break any blocks you have.
Before we go from her, I forgot to mention, when I was pulling about the baby, I got the sacral chakra card. So I think for her, keeping that chakra balanced, I don't know, yoga, dancing, like that look, I think that'll be important for her to keep aligned. Yeah.
I love that. Sacral, you said, right? Sacral energy chakra
I say it
healing.
wrong. but yes.
Nice. Let's do, so yeah, that's interesting. That's awesome. So good luck with it. We believe in you. Let's do Susie. Susie, right? Okay, so for Susie, what was her question? I already pulled cards and I didn't even know the question. So I'm going with those.
Let me go to Susie. So she said, for Susie, wait, where did I put it? Oh, maybe I didn't. Hang on a sec. I got to go to Susie. Jeff's, she's just wondering really Jeff's work and possible changes, just a general reading, and maybe Jeff, her husband's work and possible changes.
Okay.
And I gotta say, this spirit, this Ron, I couldn't put my hand on it. I think it's for Susie. It's super, super strong, and it's not even Ron. I can't remember what her dad's name was, but I think it's Roland. I think it's Roland. I don't know.
I was getting Roland. Remember?
You did.
Roland.
Yeah. So I
don't
think
know.
that's Susie's dad. I know.
Well, I definitely get a male spirit around her. And I see him like presenting himself. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I think Daughter of the Sea cut out. Okay, so I was just saying, I see him presenting himself. So I know he's a big character. And I don't know why, but I feel like he's Italian. He probably isn't, but I feel like he's like this Italian type of guy, and he could just like wolf down pasta. And the other thing that I get from him is I get that 10 of cups. So he is protecting her and her family. She's going to have everything that she wants. He already promises that. It does show me a change in career as far as the hubby is concerned. But I definitely see him carrying on until the change takes place. So I see 4 to 6 months. There is some kind of change. And it does show that her partner is supposed to be recognized, and he should be looking for something better, because I do see a full circle, but I also see recognition and ties from the past. So his financial state should be an easier ride. But I do have to, I don't feel that there is a threat when it comes to Jeff's career, but what I do see is growth. And I see something that he should be doing, and adding into whatever it is he's doing. So there is opportunity, there is growth, but the main message I have just definitely has to do with this dude, this guy. I don't know why I want to call him a dude, because I do feel like it is her dad, but he just seems to be like somebody I would hang out with. He seems to be like a character, like he walks in the room and everyone kind of knows him. But I feel like this Italian thing, and there's something else about him. I'm trying to smell it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like rum. No, it's not. It's like, I can smell like a spicy scent around him. So she's got a smell. It's like scenting him. He comes around, maybe it's smoke. I don't know. It's a male smell. He comes around with a scent, to let his presence know that he's there. The other thing that I have is the Devil card, which means that there is blocks being broken as far as how she and her partner, so how Susie and her partner Jeff are viewing things. They're not seeing eye to eye about something, and as soon as that shifts and someone isn't holding someone else back, major breakthroughs. So that's what I see. Someone's being held back. And we get into that state, and sometimes we don't even know we're doing that to each other, but there is that conflicting energy that is getting in the way of success, and it does have to do with their partnership, because the Devil comes up. So somebody is believing in something that isn't 100% true, or maybe their excuse of success isn't 100% true. Something is being broken that's getting in the way. That's not quite right.
So for her, I am seeing a change in career for the husband. But I do see that like there needs to be a little bit of more flexibility in order for that to happen. I'm not sure what that particularly pertains to, but I do see the need like letting go of trying to control it and just trusting like the universe and being flexible with things changing. Otherwise, things are going to keep going in the same cycle they're in right now, and that's going to lead to conflict. So I do think that for herself, also, she is in a time of transformation and going forward into like a new path, and the spirits want to remind her to check in with her spirit guides and just like holding herself, you know, in self-care, like being compassionate with herself and not making those self-judgments. So I do see prosperity, but you've got to be careful with like trying to control the outcomes of things and being a little more flexible with life and the flow.
Staying consistent as well, like pushing him. I know she needs to kind of like drive and determine him into something, but once he gets it, he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I really like that. I also pulled, and I wanted to sort of pull a card for Jeff and pull cards for Susie. I got the 7 of Wands, thinking of Jeff's career. So I do feel that you know, sometimes you might have to defend your decision. Like, I don't know. I do see some decisions coming up. I'm not sure. I know Jeff had changed careers, but I'm not sure what he's even doing right now. Obviously, I haven't kept in good contact, so I'll have to inquire about that, because I feel that also when the 7 of Wands comes up, stand firm by taking the high moral ground with the courage of your convictions. I feel that you have to pick your battles. I'm not sure, right? I think that I feel that you're going in the right direction. So the decision that you have to make now is the right decision. It wasn't the last decision that you made when you changed your career wasn't a go. So now it's a go, okay? For Susie, I want to put the 7 of Wands down. Telling you, I had that name yell in my ear since we've been started the circle. Ronnie, Ronald, and then something come up, and it's like Roland, no, c'est Roland. I can't remember. I have such a bad memory sometimes. I sure hope that's your dad. I know it's your dad. And I can't wait to talk to Susie after this touch base, because I got the 6 of Cups. Memories, nostalgia. Yeah. Like, I think he's with your dog. I'm telling you that he's a really big part of your life, and he sees what you're doing, and he sees your accomplishment, and he's so proud of you. And I got the Sun. So I really
And he's not by himself. Like, he is with a group of people, and I see his arm around somebody. So I feel like, I don't know if that's his brother, but there is definitely a group around him. They're not alone. They cruise together.
I love that. And I think for her, like, you know, find comfort in the family, in gatherings, you know, all those little kids, like, just enjoy life, right? Because those moments pass you by, right? Like, they'll be grown and gone out of the house, and the house is so full of love right now and so full of life. And I think that he wants you to see that he sees the life you have in your home right now.
And he says he loves kids.
Aw.
I feel that's what he's saying to me. He loves kids. He loves them all.
Again, a lot of different messages and a lot of different sensations. You're saying with the nose, East Coast Mystic. I felt like I had to sneeze. Like, I felt like I had allergies. Like, there was a little tickle in my nose, like a little sign. Like, it didn't feel something with smell or allergies or just a certain scent that'll remind you of whoever it is that's around you. So pay attention to what you smell, and when you smell it, how it makes you feel. Like if you got a tickle in your nose like you're gonna sneeze, just pay attention to what's kind of happening around that moment, because I feel like it's significant for some reason. In the cards, I see partnership, like for your reading, like you asked about your partner and their work, and I see not only in their work stability, but I see like in your partnership stability in general, coming together and an understanding, I feel. And I have to show you the oracle card that I pulled just because it's so amazing. Now, what I see in it is a male and a female embracing through the fire. Like there's so much. You can pause it and look. These are my favorite cards because you can just see the message that you need to see. Yeah, it's really cool. It says angelic human. I feel like the connection is something more than just this worldly. Like I feel like it's an otherworldly, like cosmic connection, which I feel is really, really cool. And I feel like you have a lot of that in your life, like different connections with different people that are just like, I call it universe shit. Like, you know what I mean? Just those kind of connections with people. I feel like that's really the theme of your life right now, is partnership and connection and stability. And positivity. So keep your intentions positive and direct them where it needs to go, and the universe will follow. The universe will clear those paths for you. Yeah, because it hasn't always been easy, but I feel like it's going to get easier. You're going to come out the fire like a phoenix on the other side, is the message that I'm kind of getting. So look forward to it, honestly.
That's awesome. Okay, Brett. Susie wants to know her husband's career. Any changes, any messages for Jeff's career?
Okay. All right, so it looks like there's something that he's working on in the past and then something in the future. So it looks like there's two things to kind of get him to make this work. So one thing that he can already do right now, and for him to continue with that, because it does bring some foundation and security, but definitely focusing on something more, looking at a bigger picture, maybe something more to do with trade or travel, importing, exporting. There's definitely something that's coming from outside and being brought to where he is. So, it also shows me that there's an idea, so there's a tradition behind it as well too, which is interesting. So it's something to do with a tradition, maybe a traditional art form of some sort, or traditional business, but something that's been around for, thousands of years in a sense. So something cornerstone of something that every civilization needs. It's pretty interesting, but it's kind of something that, if you think globally or internationally or culturally, will help him bring him that idea as well. It does show that right now there is a challenge. So there is something that is keeping him chained to a situation where he's at, and that needs to be dealt with first before he can move forward. So that is basically, don't give in to buying into negative thought patterns or into anything that is off of what he wants for his goals. So it's just keeping your mind clear and continuing to move forward. It does show the future that you'll get through that challenge, and that can also be a challenge from others. And so, be careful with who you share your ideas or who you speak to. I think might be that there's could be somebody around that's not trustworthy in the business situation. We're not talking you're somebody close to you. We're just talking about as you develop your idea. In the future, it looks like very wealthy. King of Pentacles, there's riches and wealth. So, and it does come again, there is that tradition again. There's something with a cultural art or cultural tradition that's in there. That's pretty cool. It does show here Badger is a totem, so perseverance. So not giving up, just keep working at it, keep chipping away at it. One brick at a time, it will all add up, and see it through to completion. So it's a good idea when you have it, this future one that you're working on. And it actually looks like he's already into it already now. He already seems to know where he's looking at it already. So see it through to completion is what the actual message is. So once you get that, doesn't matter about the challenges, to see it through to completion. It does show to ask for questions along the way. That's the ruin. So Radio, just make sure that if he gets to a situation where he's not sure, just ask and then wait to see what ideas he comes over the next couple of days or what conversations he overhears, or just, you know, ask at every step and it'll help it go smoother. And also the wish stone comes up. So that's for him to make the wish. And I believe that's more about what he wants from the heart, the results of it, for the family and for how he will actually feel in his life. So yeah, it does look good. Just work hard and enjoy your new ideas that are coming to you.
Nice. That's awesome. Okay, well, that was it. So before we open the circle, I did pull some cards for everyone here, including us readers. And I want you to remember that when the spirits are around us and when they're giving us signs to bring balance into our life and to bring good energy and the things that they want you to attract. So you might look at something like it's a little sign, but that little sign has power and medicine in it. And as soon as you connect to that butterfly and look at it, there is power in that. That pattern has now entered your life. So from the spirits and the energies in the circle, I got romance and love. So we're all connected to romance and love, signs and balance. So stay balanced, and if you lose your balance, ask for a sign and get back into balance. So we're going to let you go. Thank you for watching, and your replay will be posted as soon as it's ready. Take care and bye-bye. Thank you for joining.